Okay guys, there's no food for a lazy man. This is Kuyo's kitchen. I'm gonna take you and show you how I'm gonna make my garden for the year. And this is my hoe. That's how we call it in Africa. This is what I'm gonna use. I love to garden, and I am gonna take you right there to my garden and show you how we do this. Like I said, there's no food for a lazy man. I am gonna do this all by myself. And everybody keeps asking me, are you sure you can do that? I'm like, watch me. All right, watch me. I'm a girl with multiple talents, so I'm gonna fix this garden, and you all will see how the produce.
The very first step on this gardening project was me buying some stones for my edging from the Home Depot. You can buy it in Home Depot, Lowe's, or even Walmart to make your edges. Well, you can also use sticks or plants. They have special sticks or plants that are treated that can be used in the garden, but I had preferred the stones because I wanted my garden to look extra fancy and pretty. So what I used is I used this hole right here to till the soil, and I also use something. This plastic laying right here, it's called a garden fabric. The long plastic laying right here. So I use that to put on the floor to prevent grass from growing from underneath. So you can use that as well as you might not want to use it, and you can also use mulch for the top to prevent the grass from growing. So I am going to show you exactly how we use the hoe to till the soil in order to place the stones. And one thing that I did was that you have to, first of all, I determine how wide I want my garden to be. In this case, I wanted my garden to only be 3 feet wide. I did not want a garden that is too wide because when it comes to taking care of it, I don't want to be going back and forth. I just want to stand on one side. So I measured mine. It was 3 feet wide garden because I was trying to make it all around the lot. So making it too wide was not, it was gonna be too much. So 3 feet was just good enough for me. So at this point, what we did is use the thanks to my mom right here, she brought the hoe all the way from Africa. So she used the hoe to till a couple inches down on the ground, and then I put the stones all on the border at the edges to make it look pretty. So look at that. Look at the stones. We put them on those little holes that she dug. So we put them, and to ensure that we put this and it wasn't very straight, and hubby had to come use a rope to adjust them a little bit so that way they can be on a straight line, so they look even more prettier. They look prettier in person when you see it. So I can tell you guys, this work was very hard, but when it's time to eat those vegetables, it's not gonna be any hard anymore. So I had to put in all of my all, and family came out to help me out to make sure that this garden was a success. Mom, she loved doing stuff like this because she's a farmer, so she loves it because it keeps her a little busy. So right here we go. Hubby had to come use the rope to make it, to straighten it up a little bit. So what we did was, look, the soil I had bought I think 4 yards of topsoil, and they dumped it in my backyard. So we carried them in little the red bucket there. We had to carry the soils that's mom carrying. So we carry them to put them on the bed that we fixed. So we actually, you see the black piece on there is actually the garden fabric I'm talking about. It prevents the grass from growing underneath. So we did not remove the grass. We just put the fabric on top of it. And see my little boy here, he came out to help out, came out to help mommy. I let him do it because we always, that's how we learn. So after putting the soil, it's very important that you wet the garden. So you wet the garden before you plant because it's been so dry, no rain. So you wet the garden so that way when you plant your when you transplant your plants, the stay in. So my little boy is helping me out here. Thank you, little man, for helping mommy water that garden. So this is my vegetable that I'm about to transplant. I got this from a good friend. Thank you so much. And thank you very much. And you see how we transplant this one after the other. So my little man again here is helping me out, taking them from where they are and bringing them to mommy so she can plant. So This is the soil that has already been watered. So I kind of spread the vegetable or the njama njama all over, and then I come back and I plant them. I don't put them too deep on the soil, just like one finger deep, or not even up to one half of your finger, so like a couple inches down, and as easy as that. So we do that all over, and then after we finished planting them the seeds, you have to water again. I am telling you, watering it is the most difficult part because you have to water it so many times a day, and currently it's not been raining. The soil is so dry, and if you don't water it that many times, it's gonna die. I think we've been watering like 4 times a day. You don't do that, it's gonna die. It's gonna bring my water bill up, but well, when we eat this jama jama, we're gonna be happy. I also have my little section here for my spices and little condiments. So please, this short video was just to show somebody how to make a garden. If you like, please share, subscribe, and let's enjoy.